What's up? What's up? What is up? And welcome to the Dr. Ali Griffith Show, mindset, meditation, and motivation. I want to say thank you to those of you who have subscribed, who are leaving your reviews and your ratings, and you are the reason that we are over 1.7 downloads within less than 2 months. So let's celebrate that. Let's celebrate that. Now, if you ever wanted to find out how to maximize your time and get the most out of those short breaks in your day so that you can keep moving towards your ultimate results, this is going to be that session for you. So grab your pens, get your thoughts together, create your little notes section in your apps, whatever it's going to do to help you to remember some of these tips, then do that right now. I'm super excited to share some of my tools and tips with you because I never even realized that they were tools and tips. They were just things that I did along the way. And some I've done and I've made huge, huge errors. Like, I'm going to give you some exact tips that I didn't even think that they could actually result in something good because they were actually downfalls. Later on, now looking back, like I was telling a class I was training yesterday, my hindsight is my clearest sight. So when I can look back and see, oh my goodness, that was actually a tool, that was actually a strategy that I can use now towards something else, it helps me to now know that it's okay for me to go through the mess ups and the blunders and the falls, because when I look back at it and I look at the lesson learned through it, I now can use this for other things that are going to come up in my life. So the first tip that I use whenever I have those short moments in my day is I create a plan before the day even starts. I create a plan because it helps me to know that throughout the day, I have to squeeze time in to get what I need done. And the reason why I say this is because most of you know I'm an audiologist and speech language pathologist by trade. I'm an autism mom. I run my own nonprofit organization, Smart Fit Fam. I also am a business owner for So Smart Kids and my training and development program, which is the Dr. Alicia Griffith LLC. Trying to do all of those sometimes can feel overwhelming. And when I don't have a plan of what I need to get accomplished for that day, I end up just not getting anything done. I get other stuff done, but the top things, the priorities, the things that will make me feel like a success towards the end of the day, if they're not planned, they're not done at all. So I know many people tell you this over and over again, and you're like, oh my gosh, I hate planning. And sometimes I just like to live spontaneously. Living spontaneously is totally cool. I am down for that all the way. However, if you want to see results, if you want to move towards a specific goal, a specific objective, a specific result that you know you are going to be happy about, you got to throw in some sort of plan. And the way I plan is I just list the top 3 things that I need to get done for that day that will make me feel successful. So you can try this tip and then let me know, how does it feel once you just reduce the 10, reduce the 15. I know we all have our to-do list, but just focus on 3. And if you focus on those 3, how will you feel when it is completed? The second thing that I do, and once again, I stumbled into this, was I pair it with something else that I know I must do. So, and a cool example of that is I know every morning I must put Zachary onto the bus. That's my son. He is my son with autism. And we are now in the process of helping him to learn how to become more independent and go towards the bus stop and wait for the bus. However, I got to get up in the morning and I got to help or assist him with preparing himself for the day and preparing myself for the day. So I pair going to the gym with that, because one of my top 3 things on my personal goals is to make sure that I get at least 20 to 30 minutes of movement and activity each day. If I can pair it with that, then great. On the days I can't pair it with it, like if I have a meeting, I don't take it out on myself and I don't get super duper angry with myself. All I do is make sure I look at it, I reevaluate it. Can I move it to another time of the day? Is there something else that I must do through this day that I can pair it with? So pairing it with something that you must do, pairing it with something that is part of your regular routine makes it more possible that you can get in those times or squeeze in those times when you can focus on your 3 planned goals for the day. The last thing I want to say that I definitely have to do is I have a checks and balance system. For the judicial system, if it's good for our legislative system, then it got to be good for me, right? How I use my checks and balance system is I use 2 or 3 other things to help me to remember, because sometimes my memory is really, really horrible. I don't know if many of you guys are like me. And I would plan in the morning and life would happen and things would just go awry. And, you know, you get caught up with the office, or you get caught up with a friend, or you get caught up with unexpected things that pop into your day. And I create that checks and balance system. And what my checks and balance system looks like, it can be an alarm, it can be an accountability group, it can be telling a friend or a close family member. Now, what that does for me is that helps another person to check in on me. It gives that tool of the alarm to remind me, and it gives my accountability teams a group of who I have to report to, either at the end of the day, at the end of the week. In my Ignite You Mastermind, which is my business coaching program, we have an accountability group where we meet up every 2 weeks. That helps to create a checks and balance system for the moments when life just happens, right? So if you start creating a checks and balance system, then you will have something else to remind you, and it will take some of the pressure off of yourself. So those are a few of my tips. Those are a few of the things that I go to, that I try, I have done repeatedly. I now know this works for me, so I decided to just let you in and share it, because I have so many people asking me, Dr. Ali, I don't get it. How do you do it? How do you do so much and still create those maximum results? And I just stopped and I took a look back and I saw, what are some of the things that I do that I know leads into me looking on the other side saying, wow, I can't believe I got that done. I gotta have that structured plan. I have to pair it with something that I know it's part of my regular routine. And I definitely have to create some sort of checks and balancing system to make sure that there's a reminder, to make sure someone is calling me or sending me a text, or knowing that I have to report to either a coach or report to accountability group also helps to make sure I stay on the straight and narrow. And I want to thank you for just popping in and spending some time with me and using this time to shift your mindset, to learn more about motivating yourself, and to then go into action. Share with me, how are some of the tools and tips that I've been sharing with you over time, how have it impacted your life? What changes have you seen? I've been so blessed that this week on a coaching call, I spoke to a mom, and she mentioned that listening to my shows or watching the YouTubes have been her coffee in the morning. Oh my goodness, coffee in the morning? That's super huge. That means I help to keep her, well, I asked her, what does that mean, of course? And she said, you help to keep me going. You help me to know that I have hope. You helped me to keep moving forward. To me, that's priceless. So keep sharing your wins. Keep letting me know what else can I focus on, and how else can I serve you? Because I want to make sure if you're going to allot a few minutes just to allocate it, just to listen to me or watch me, then I want to make sure you're getting the most out of your time. I know I sure am getting a lot out of it, because there's nothing like working through problems, working through challenges, and working through wins with other people and sharing how I do it. It helps to reinforce me, it helps to reignite me, and it helps to recalibrate me for what is in my future. I want to thank you for watching and listening and being part of the Dr. Ali Griffith Show, Mindset, Meditation, and Motivation. Now, I want always, always to remind you to remember to be amazing in your thoughts, your words, and in your actions. Remember to subscribe, review, share this with your friends, and definitely let me know, what are your thoughts? What do you think about what we said today? Which tip works for you? Which tip you tried before and you're not too sure about? Or which one just said, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I needed to hear for the day that I have ahead, or the day I have planning moving forward. Thanks for listening, and have a good night. Peace.